Lindy, what do you think, or why do you think that Palat, Heischer, and Bratt have worked so well together as a group?
Uh, just looks like they got chemistry. They read off each other well, support each other well, and I think since we got Nico back off of injury, we found something that works.
I know nothing went in for the power play on Thursday, but where do you feel like that group is and where they're growing right now?
Yeah, we're working hard on it. I know that Bruno is working on a few different things, and I thought our puck play, how he moved it, the way he moved around, I thought was good. We had a couple of really good attacks, a couple of good looks. Um, we wanted to improve. We want to just keep on improving with that.
Lindy, McKenzie back in tonight, and what have you liked about his game?
I don't talk about who's playing.
What have you liked about Blackwood's game thus far?
Um, I thought last game he, with not a lot of action early, he made a couple of really big saves at the key time of the game for us. 2-0, great cross ice save, and I think those are the type of saves that give a team momentum.
Scoring is up in the NHL, and I think it's at 6.5, 6.6 per game. Do you think that's an anomaly that eventually teams will start to figure things out of other teams, or do you sense that scoring is going to maintain that type of clip?
I feel there's incredible speed in the game. Even watching a little bit of last night's games where teams are leading, the teams that were leading ended up losing. Tampa came back and won. Chicago came back and won. I think it's a harder league to defend. Teams are creating, it seems like they're creating more opportunities. I think it will probably settle somewhere. But we've seen the scoring go up, even last year.
Is there an update on Nate Bastian? He was out yesterday.
Yeah, he skated this morning and take warm up and hopefully be ready to play.
You kept Alexander Holtz out last game. Fabian Zetterlund hasn't drawn in a few. Any indication what those two have to do to draw back in, and if they will anytime soon?
Just got to keep working hard. Young players that will work their way in. When you look at what the team did last game, the pace we played at, the speed we played at, that's the team we want to see every night. That's some of the stuff we talk about with our younger players. The pace you got to play at, where you got to get to, how strong you got to be on the walls. Make that quick play. It adds to the pace of the game, and it's all the stuff we continue to work at practice with a lot of these players.
Obviously, Jesper Bratt's on the other end of that spectrum. He's playing real well. What are you seeing out of him? 7 assists so far this year.
Again, offensive zone pace, puck control. If I had one thing, I'd like to see him finish. You get great opportunities, just like to see him finish. But I think that that line with the chemistry they got and the plays they made. If we can just take advantage of a couple more key opportunities. You look at a couple of the opportunities in the first period he was involved in. And I know they had a good night. I think they easily could have had an even better night.
Just going back to what you were saying about Alex, what is it that has to go into a player finding that new level of pace? Is it the practice? Is it condition? Like, how do you sort of?
It's everything.
Coach
It really is everything. It's what as coaches, the drills we give them, the extra drills we give them. I think everybody saw the pace we were at last game. We took a Jack or a Plot and we dumped him on that line with 11 forwards, and the pace of the game was incredibly high. So you continue to work on that. We've been working on that, and we're going to continue to work on that.
Just curious, your impressions on Kevin Ball on Thursday night?
Played very well. The minutes he was out there, played very well. The 11 forwards, 7D, it gives us a guy that size, reach, penalty killing strength in the preseason. He moved the puck well. Yeah, he's defended well. So really like what we saw.
What do you do during practice to ensure that Holtz keeps up his development while not seeing that much in games?
He goes out early. He works early. He works this morning. He's already been out with our skills coach. We're doing overspeed training with him. All the things to try to get him, to where we think he can get to, and where he started in our organization. And if you watch what goes on after practice, the wall play, the pace of getting to the wall, picking the puck off the wall, making the right play. So, along with other players, he's not the only player that's working on that. We're working on pace with a lot of our players.
Are you inclined to go back to 11 forward, 7D in a game against a 1-5 Sharks, or is this a game where Holtz or Zetterlund could get in and
The
start
1-5 Sharks just beat the Rangers. So the last game, as far as I'm concerned, they're 1-0 in their last one game.